Hello, welcome back to music class. I hope you're having a great day, and I hope everything's going well for you. We're going to start with a quick review of what we talked about last week. Last week we talked a little bit about why we study music. Why is it important to learn music? It's good for your brain, it's good for your ears, it's good for your body, and it's a lot of fun. It's good for you in lots of different ways. So think back to what we talked about, why we study music, and make sure you've got your brain in the right place and ready to learn a little more about music today. Then last week we talked about the 7 elements of music, the 7 different parts of music. In one song you can break it down and study 7 different things or more about the song. So I'm going to read those to you real quick. We've got melody, harmony, rhythm, and we're going to talk about rhythm today, tone, which is how it sounds, dynamics, tempo, and form. Okay, those are the 7 different elements of music, and like I said, today we're going to talk a little bit about rhythm. Okay, rhythm is the foundation of music, the foundation of a song. Rhythm is an important thing that keeps the song moving from moment to moment or from measure to measure, the space we break the song into, okay? So the first thing we're going to talk about is steady beat, and we have practiced this, most of you with me before, so I'm going to be quick with it, okay? The steady beat is like your heartbeat. Your heartbeat's nice and steady. It should be anyways, okay? So think about like in the TV shows or the movies, when somebody's in the hospital and they're hooked up to one of those little monitors and the little heartbeats go puppy, 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 okay? They should be nice and steady. If they're not, there's something wrong with that person's heart probably, okay? So the steady beat in music is a lot like that. You want it to be nice and steady. You want it to be something you can follow along to, and if not, if the beat's not steady, there's something wrong with the song, and your musicians or your band or your choir are going to have lots of problems. They can't follow along if the beat's not steady and not consistent all the way through the song or the part of the song. Okay, so the steady beat is like the heartbeat. Now sometimes the heart beats fast, right? Like when you're running or exercising, or when you're excited, okay, or scared. Your heart's going to beat faster. Same thing in music. There's fast songs that the steady beat goes fast. Okay. There's also times when your heart beats very slowly, like when you're sleeping or just relaxing. Okay, and you're calm. And that's the same in music. There are songs composers write to be slow and to be calm, and they have a slow, steady beat. I'm trying to choose those kind of songs for our mindful music moments, just to give you a chance to let your heart kind of relax, and let your brain kind of relax and listen to something different and slow. So listen for that tempo of those mindful music moment songs when they come throughout the music class as well, and notice that they have a slower, steady beat, okay? So the steady beat, and also can be in the middle, in the medium somewhere in there, not too fast, not too slow. And we'll talk later about all the describing words that tell us about the tempo, which is the speed of that steady beat, okay? So let's say it together though. The beat stays the same. You say the beat stays the same. One more time. The beat stays the same. Good. Okay? The beat stays the same. It's steady, constant throughout the song. All right, but the rhythm fits into that steady beat, but the rhythm can change throughout the song. Maybe it changes with the words if you're singing, and it also changes, it can change with the instruments, the rhythm or what they are playing, but it has to fit into those steady beats. Okay, so for that one, let's practice saying like this, but the rhythm changes with the words. Say that. But the rhythm changes with the words. One more time. But the rhythm changes with the words. And stop. Good. So let's say each of those twice. Okay? The beat stays the same. We'll say that twice. But the rhythm changes with the words. We'll say that twice. 1, 2, ready, go. The beat stays the same. The beat stays the same, but the rhythm changes with the words. One more on that. But the rhythm changes with the words, and stop. Okay, so an example of that, listen to what I'm going to play on the guitar here for you. The steady beat of a song might feel like this. But if I played only the steady beat all the way throughout the song, it would be a little bit boring, okay? So I'm going to change the rhythm, but the steady beat is going to stay the same, okay? So feel and think, use your inner voice. Think about the steady beat, okay? 1, 2, 3, 4. Think that in your voice, but listen to the change in the rhythm that I'm going to make on my guitar. Okay, ready? Use your listening ears. Okay, so I kept my steady beat going all the way through, but I changed the rhythm to make it sound different as I went along playing. Okay, so those are just examples. The beat, steady beat, and the rhythm that changes. Okay, let's do one more practice, and then I have just one more thing we're gonna do in our new part of the lesson today. All right, so let's do this little practice here. I want you to do this rhythm with me. You can clap or you can pat. It goes. Fast, fast, slow, or 1, take 2, 3, take 4. Okay? You do that rhythm, that's a rhythm, all the way through the song. 1, take 2, 3, take 4. 1, take 2, 3, take 4. Now keep going. 1, take 2, 3, take 4. 1, take 2, 3, take 4. 1, take 2, take 4. Now try to do it. 1, take 2, 3, take 4. Ready? And stop. Okay, so maybe you were pretending to be like the drummer on a drum set. 1, take 2, 3, take 4. 1, take 2, 3, take 4. And I was playing something different. That's one of the wonderful things about music is each instrument can be playing different rhythms, but as long as they all have the same steady beat, that song is going to make sense. It's going to have a good sound and a good feel to it. Okay? All right, so one more thing I want to visit with you today about real quick is how do we know what the steady beat is? The steady beat can be lots of different things, okay? But the music will tell us, the written music is going to tell us what beat it is to follow, okay? So here's an example of what we might see in music. It's called a time signature, a time signature. Here's an example, it's 4, 4. We read the numbers stacked from top to bottom, 4, 4. Let me show you an example on a piece of music that has a 4, 4 time signature. Okay, here's one. 4, 4. You're going to see it written at the very beginning of a song. 4, 4. That tells you right up front at the very beginning of the song what the steady beat is. And what this means is there's 4 quarter notes in every measure. So what that tells us is we're going to count and feel 4 times. We're going to count to 4, and those quarter notes are going to be what we count. Okay, so 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. That would be the steady beat we're going to work with if we see the time signature 4, 4. Now we can change that. Maybe we see a time signature like this one, and we read it 3, 4, 3, 4. That means there's 3 quarter notes in every measure. And now that becomes our steady beat. 3, 4. So we can only count to 3. And then we got to start back over. So it has a little different feel to it. It goes 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. Okay, here's an example of in the music of a 3, 4 time signature written on a piece of music. Okay, so again, we're at the very beginning, and it tells us there's 3 quarter notes in every measure. Okay, so we can only count to 3, and we're going to count by quarter notes. Okay, all right, here's another one for you. Show you one more. Another time signature, and this one tells us 2, 4. 2, 4. So we can only count to 2, and we count by the quarter notes. So we count 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. Okay, so that one has a little different feel to it as well. We hear that one a lot in marches, like if a marching band is marching down the street, you're gonna feel that beat, the 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. That's okay. That's the feel. The 1, 2. That's that time signature. So if you see 2 numbers stacked on top of each other in music, it's not a fraction in music. There's no line between them, okay, to tell us that. What it's telling us is the time signature or the steady beat. This is how we know what is the steady beat, by looking at the time signature. The top number tells us how many times we can count. Okay, how many numbers to count, and then the bottom number tells us what kind of note we're counting. Okay, so 2, 4, 2 quarter notes for every measure. 3, 4, 3 quarter notes for every measure. Or 4, 4, 4 quarter notes for every measure. That helps us find and follow the steady beat in the song. All right, so quick review. The beat stays the same. The beat is like our heartbeat in music. Okay, it can go fast, it can go slow, it can change in the middle of a song, but we want it to remain consistent through that part or the whole song. Okay, now the rhythm changes along with the words or with the different instrument parts. The rhythm changes in the song, okay? Then we looked at time signatures, how to think about what that steady beat is. When we're looking at a piece of music, it's always at the very beginning of the line for us to let us know what is the steady beat we should be following.